and so many games all happening at once. But now it's about the performance of today. EVOS Holy will take first pick against AI Esports as second pick here. Lo Yi, Phovius, as well as the Yi first 3 bans, followed up by Chip, Fanny. No surprises there. I would hope it's Jushin for the side of AI.
And that could lead to an opening of Suyo, but we don't really see Suyo lately because the fact that I think that we have other pools of heroes of jungler to be put out. I mean, we talked about how Joy finally catching up into this meta gameplay, right? And somehow during the early days of our open finals, day number 1, day number 2, when we have, it turns out EVO's only say, yep, we're still gonna pick out Suyo as well. It is one of the meta heroes. I know for a fact that if you let Suyo been put out here, it's a really good composition coming in from EVO's Holy, but there's a lot of counter has already been seen inside the open finals. But AI Esport, great respawn wise, because now we are seeing not only Suyo being picked out, Jushin as the counter as well as Matilda. That's a really good respawn coming from them.
They already have the expected pick of the Jushin or the Alpha, which is what I would assume EVOS Holy was thinking about. But AI Esports decide to also pick the Matilda, knowing that the Alpha is pretty free for them. They would have overlapping roles if EVOS Holy tries to deny them before the second phase of the bans. So now EVOS Holy, they see this, they're like, okay, how exactly are we going to get away from the Lantern Flare? We could double down on the aggression, and it looks like they're going with the TLID route of side of things. Just make sure you have plenty of aggression, a good amount of wave clear, and AI Esports makes a very hard call. Now, LaFell was mentioning this earlier that that Fredrin actually does pretty well against Hilda in lane due to his just raw sustainability. Completely outscales Hilda as well. Doesn't mind getting chunked early because he can recover all the damage back. But that does mean that the Alpha could get banned here. So maybe it's AI Esports' potential response as to it being the final pick of the first phase. If we don't get Alpha, at least we get to throw Fredrin into the jungle.
Maybe that could be a possibility here coming in from AI Esport themselves. And I feel like despite the fact that they talked about how the buff-wise of Fredrin was not really in particular, but it has been seen to be a really popular choices here on the European finals. But we do see Valentina has already been banned off, and Olet also been banned off by EVO's Holy.
Yeah, but why do they want to get rid of the Valentina? I understand that Valentina is pretty good against, mid to short-ranged heroes, or unless you have a really important ult that you want to play around. And the only roles that they're missing out is EXP, and as well as their gold lane. Gold lane usually doesn't have like very valuable ult, so I assume that they want to play like maybe Terizla, I guess. Or is there like a better jungle ult? I don't think so. We'll hold that. I'll hold that off the back foot for now. We'll see what it's going to be. It could just be like looking to steal away a Vexana ult from EVOS Holy, depending. But the fact that it's gone, the fact that the Valentina's gone, they're worried about something. I'm just not sure what.
Something that could potentially be able to have a good AoE could also be another factor as well. AI Esport is very worried about as well. So EVOS Holy, who are they going to actually ban out? So far, we haven't actually had the right amount of idea, as Olet has already been banned out for the slash or the final slash itself. So triggering comment wise on EVOS Holy, they're now putting out a really good stand on whenever going in for the individual fights. But we do see Moskov also being banned out by EVOS Holy.
Okay. All right. So what they could do here is they could go for like a Gato. If they're looking for if they're worried, if EVOS Holy is worried about counter engage, then maybe AI Esports could look to play like something along the lines of Gato as a way of to kind of work together and really put a lot of your eggs into the Jushin basket. Just peel for her and let her kind of do the rest of the work. We don't really see a lot of backline access from the side of EVOS Holy, so as long as Jushin takes a Purify, she should be okay. But what does that mean for this next pick? I guess you could double flex pick this, or you could just show off where this Fredrin is going straight away, or you lock in your gold laner. It looks like they go for locking in their gold laner blind on this one. Interesting that they still want to go for the Harith. I feel like their composition could have gone many different directions. They could have gone for a Beatrix, but I guess they want something that's able to maneuver around in the middle of the team fights.
Yeah, I mean, you have that Zaman Force. At least you can actually slow things down and you'll be able to have that mobility that you needed for AI Sport. But yeah, it's actually quite an orthodox gameplay coming in right now. So far, it is something that we're not particularly very familiarized with AI Sport. But EVO's Holy, now, how are they going to actually respond it off?
Hmm, not 100% sure. Um, Unless they're worried about assassin picks, but they've already showed off what their EXP flex is supposed to be. Yves is already banned out. Doesn't feel like there's too many good options. Yeah. Alright. So they go for the Irithel. I'm not too happy about the Irithel. I feel like they probably could have gotten a little bit more with Natan, but I think at the end of the day it doesn't matter. They know that AI Esports wants to play around the Jushin, and both of these heroes can, reasonably stay at a distance.
And they also picked out Novaria, which also a little bit of question as well to coming in from Evo's Holy. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that Novaria is completely okay here because your mid lane duo is able to actually help you push out that wave. So I think at this point, I don't want to say that it's safe to say, but let's have a look here. It looks like Fluffy is going to be the one who's picking up on that Hilda. So a really good read coming in from AI Esports all the way to the very end to pick up the CC at the very end, as a very their last pick to deal with specifically Hilda, and less so for the Khalid, because now Khalid is going to roam. He's going to have to help out that mid lane to ensure that they move first.
Okay, that's gonna be a really good idea coming out from both of the side of Evo's Holy AI Sport. Both responding very well, but on the particular drafting wise, I feel like at this moment, crucial wise on AI Sport, I think mobility wise, they are very capable of moving away from all of those big ulti coming in from Evo's Holy, and those are the things that AI Sports are better off compared to Evo's Holy. They gotta be careful if they want to actually put out that team fight. It's going to be tricky. They're not going to be able to actually hold them down, try to make sure that at least AI Sport will be picked up one after another. So it's a really tough call here between the two teams for the first game of this third series.
I think that the early game should go over to EVO's Holy, of course, with the natural selection of their current heroes. I think that AI is really going to pick up steam when they get to the mid game, and I would say early mid game, right? I'm not even talking about the early laning phase, but at the very beginning of that mid game, we're expecting AI to start picking up the pace really quick, because at this point they know that they've got all the pressure in the world. AI will need to continue playing towards the bottom side of the map just to slow down Irithel and allow Alita to try and extend their lead.
Let's see, let's see. This is it. Round number one. Looking good so far. They are already focusing on the bottom lane and they're looking to find a way to break in. Right at the mid lane, we do see a little bit of tanks coming in to criticize the necessity of the damage put out, but it's not going to do anything so much right now. They're just going to make sure. But here on out, they're going to go all out to the side of Erlid. Doesn't get the connection they needed, but enough of the pressure has been put out. But at the top lane right here, going all out to the side of PS as they're pressuring him out as well. Fluffy doing all damage is needed by Ying's side, but it's not going to be in the favor though, with the fact that PS will be able to back things up.
Yeah, and PS does not hit level 4 on time, and that's what EVO's Holy is a little worried about. That's why they're backing out of this. Technically, they could drag out the fight if they want to, but as soon as PS hits level 4, Fluffy and Ivan have to scram. At this point, it's all about control over this mid lane. And AI Esports, whenever they're pushed back in the mid lane, yep, as expected on that top side, they're instantly shoving that next wave. They do not want to lose time having to deal with these minions. Lena?
Oh, will be picked up by Fluffy straight away with the power wilderness, but at the same time right here, PS will be trying to go out to Fluffy as well. Now, they have the turtle in their hands. Evo Soli will be able to take him for this out, but power wilderness coming out yes again to the side of PS, but at the end of it all, it's already the turtle that they required, so they have that potential to be able to shut down a little bit of the momentum AI Esports put out.
Oh,
Oh, but they're going all out straight away to Black. Managed to take down immediately Black, but Ivan trades it up for PES as well. Great job coming in. EVO's getting 3 kills on the go itself and putting out so much pressure to the team of AI Esports.
A great force from EVHL Holy there. Really great angle. They steal away that purple buff, and now they have some genuine momentum on their side. They're holding their tempo at a faster rate than AI Esports. And I think that AI Esports, their only tempo breaker is in PS on this Fredrin. But if he falls too far behind, May Kids will start taking advantage of him, right? Every neutral objective should fall into the hands of EVOS Holy. And I think that worst yet, the fact that Lina died, who is the main crux of this composition, is pretty much unacceptable.
And the fact that right now is in the favor and they are trying to go all the way down below again. And we do see that Suns comes in, Ying had to back off. And so far, they might actually try to contest for the second titles. They're already putting out their setup at the moment. Now PS goes in all out to the side of Ivan. Taunt comes in and he had to move away as quickly as possible, denying any maneuver coming in from AI Esports.
That's what you want to see. Every time they interact, AI Esports wants to force something out of EVOS Holy. Keep them on their toes. Don't let them have full control over the momentum and the tempo of this game. And now, towards top side, even May Kids, this 4-1 coming out from EVOS Holy seems a little atypical, but just notice that both Fluffy as well as Ivan are consistently looking for fights. They're insisting that AI Esports interacts with them, and AI Esports are like, we don't really want to interact with you. We want to fight on our own timings, but you keep ruining the surprise.
Definitely, and the fact that right now, our rec session coming in, they're invading every space is kind of coming out for the side of AI Esports. And now, Ivan pulling in all the way to the side of Black, but goes out with the power wilderness, but does manage to pull away. Turtle still been picked up, and still the EVOS Holies gets a lot of coverage coming in, but they are starting out to Alita get a lot of the damage put out. But Fluffy, a little bit of overextension. Lina will try to pick him up and give that opportunity to the side of PS as well, but no other than the fact that Fluffy still survived it out with the tankiness. EVOS Holy still gives a really good control of here on the round number 1.
Yeah, they're trying to control. Honestly, Alita should have been punished a little bit harder for that. Tries to take a 1v1 against Airline. Yes, he... Oh,
this is your real session. Zaman Force comes through. PS takes down Erlen immediately, and as well, we do see that Ivan will be picked up just at a nick of time, but unfortunately, we do have a technical pause. We're going to give a little bit of leeway to the side of both teams. There's possibility that connection is in the error somehow, so let them have their opportunity right now to fix things up on their own terms. But so far, we do see at least a lot of response coming in from the side of AI Esports. That could have been a good trade that is needed and that is looking on the side of AI Esports.
Yeah, I think, AI Esports, they've got some good ideas. I think so far, we're finally seeing them actually try to push back against EVOS Holy at this point of time. And I think that's totally okay, because the majority of the lead coming in from EVOS Holy is specifically on Suyo as well as the Hilda because of that early game kill. So aside from them, everybody else is kind of doing either mediocre or okay. Like Irithel, we're expecting nothing to be coming out of her for the time being, but the level lead is starting to become apparent as well. So it might slow down EVOS Holy's overall plan, but I think, AI consistently moving to the next phase.
I like the fact that now they are finally seeing the whole picture of what EVOS Holy is attempting here into this first round. Now they finally actually try to counter it back, and they try to deny any of those invasion, and they're not taking any of the traps or the bait that been put out by the side of EVOS Holy. But the question is, EVOS Holy, they still try to do so. They try to make sure that no matter how much that Team AI Esports denying it, they'll be able to actually pick out at least one of the players of AI Esports. But here on out here, finally gets the 2 trades that we talked about. Yes, they did manage to pick out Erlen as well as Ivan. So this is where Team AI will try to maneuver the flow into their hands.
Yep, as we hop right back into this, 3-2 is the current score so far. AI, how exactly are they going to do this? They're going to use their pressure, and they're going to play off of Alita here. And Alita is, nearly getting hit by the Blade Surge, but that's the main goal, right? Unlock Alita from this lane as soon as possible. Try to outscale Ireland when you, well, not outscale them, but win out in these fights as soon as you get the Starlium side. Maybe I would say that you win prior to the Holy Crystal. I think that even with Feather in Heaven and Starlium side, you should have enough damage to take on Erland.
And right now, we do see teams are still holding off their position. So far, we do see that Fluffy will try to actually clear out the bottom lane waves, and they're not gonna actually try to go in. But extension comes in. Do they spot out Lina? No, they didn't spot out Lina. They're not gonna actually go in for the extension. So far, the trade-off wise, or even the momentum coming in from both other teams, are quite in the par level.
Oh, Alita playing with fire here. Already used the Salmon Force as well, with first turtle coming up and being on the wrong side of the map for that rotation. Unless they're able to find like 3 kills, this is just not going to be worth it.
This is it. Coming in for the extension is going to be the side of Team AI to get the turtle, but at the same time, that overextension, they will punish it off. Taunting off to Fluffy. Fluffy tried to survive it out. He had to move away, but Alita takes him down immediately, and that's not just getting the turtle, getting the 2 trays into the hide of the side of EVOS Holy as well.
Oh, but they don't get any structures off of this. Oh, if they could force mid-tier 1 open, I think that would be a huge win for AI Esports. They got 2 out of the 3 kills that they were looking for to make the gold lead basically back to 0. But EVOS Holy were able to steal away a tier 1 up top side as expected and continue to protect the bottom one as well. So eventually they're going to have to sacrifice something, and it looks like it's going to be top side first.
Top side first will be picked up, and here on out, we do see they're going to go out to Ying side. Ying will be able to survive it out. Ivan looking for a way to actually put out, but at the same time, they will be able to get the bottom lane as well to be structured. Now, the rest of AI Sports gonna go all out to against the fight of EVOS Holy, denying of their momentum right at the bottom lane. So far right now, AI Sport, great grounds been covered out, not allowing EVOS Holy to get away and run away with the game plan they already structured.
AI Esports just covering so much distance with that Matilda. These fast rotations keep EVOS Holy on their toes, and they've been losing a good amount of gold because of it. AI Esports just deathballing at this point to get this Zushin composition aligned. They gotta make sure that Zushin is never out of position, and the supports must protect her if she gets jumped on.
Let's see if they can actually do so. So far right now, they do manage to get the turret they required right at the bottom lane. Cover grounds right now still trade off, still equalize or neutralize between both of the teams. But as the Lord is about to spawn, this is where the fight might actually start up. And here on out, Ying will be clearing out the lane as well as the wave. And let's see who will be the initiator. Ivan roaming around, try to pick up the team of AI, but he's nowhere to be found. He's actually having a lot of structure, nobody to back things up. Ended up taking off straight away into the hands of AI. But EVOS Holy, they're looking for a way. Ying will be picked up, Fluffy first of all, and the same coming in from the side of Erlin. But Erlin, a lot of accession comes through it. Alita goes out straight away to kill him down, and Ying try to go out for the fight with the power of witness, but Fluffy does not get the connection he's needed, and Lina picks him up immediately and getting that 3 trades to the side of EVOS. But Makis did manage to steal away the Lord and taken down immediate shutdown to PS. That's a good composition coming for the side of EVOS Holy for this fight.
Luckily able to take away that Lord. Not going to give AI Esports the opportunity to bounce back in this game just yet, but they need to start running away with the lead, right? AI, they're low, and yes, they do depend on a couple of ults to get them out of tight scenarios, but EVOS Holy, if you just let them linger around in that fight, eventually they will out-damage you. I think that's why the importance of Erlin's scaling with Krite is so important, to just peel backwards every single time they get into a full confrontation with all 5 members of AI Esports.
This is great coming in from EVOS Holy for a while. Even though they did lost some of their teammates, at least Makis was able to make a really good defense mechanism as well as neutralize the situation. But AI Sports, they still have what it takes right here. They have been doing well. Now, Alita will clear out on its own. It's just the first lot, so it's not much of the resources that is required to take them down. But on the side of Team EVOS Holy, overlooking into the invasion of the map-wise, and we do see Ivan also roaming around, trying to pick out anyone from the AI Esports.
Gotta breathe for a moment. Krite just doing God's work right now. Just making sure those meteors are opening up the map, giving them clean vision of where to expect each one of the AI esports members. I think that EVO's Holy, they're just waiting for somebody to be positioned too far, a little too far behind or a little too far forward to look for that punish. Because Zushin already glowing wand, Clock of Destinies, not to mention a Sky Piercer as well. He just needs the rest of the team to chunk them out before she's able to do anything. But even so, we look down to the gold side. 3 items complete for Alita. He is strong right now, but then we cut back over to EVHL, Ireland. He's 3 items too, and he's building up to that 4th item. At this point, an optimal 4th item is a little tough to say. Whether or not he's going for a Hunter Strike is going to be a different conversation altogether, but here we go.
Here we go. They go all out to Arlen first. Picked up by Alita immediately, but as they go in, we're going to go out to the side of Black. Krite takes down Alita for the trade-off. But as time goes by, they are pushing in. We do see that Krite, or Bexani, we do see going in for Ivan as well. Pushing on to Fluffy. Fluffy will be able, but as Damon goes by, Ivan goes in for the extension, but unfortunately will be denied by Lena, getting Ivan as well. And now the double kills comes in. It's not going to be in the favor. EVO's only tried to pick them up, but AI Esport was just in a better off position.
Gonna continue pressing, but they broke open the mid-tier 1, which is all they needed. A 3-for-1, but they end up losing an inhibitor on the top side. Was it worth it? Now they have to worry about that top side, and all this is to have access to the enemy jungle. Maybe it's not the best decision in the world, but let's see. EVO's Holy, they see what's going on. They see the shenanigans as they revealed up and opened up the map with the Astral Echoes. But are they going to fight?
Are they going to fight? It seems like Arlen will be denied immediately, and they did get the lot for the second one. But at the same time, right here, Ying tried to actually go in for a fight. Lina tried to pick out anyone, but did manage to take down Krite in the goal in for the side of Team AI Esport. I mean, they got the idea, but the extension coming in from Elan didn't able to get the backup that is required, so they are being punished time to time again by AI Esports.
Yup, and now they're systematically taking out each one of these structures bit by bit. Every mistake we've seen from EVO's Holy has been dealt with in an appropriate spot. May Kids getting chunked out here. Oh, the CC dodges it with a Blade Surge, but nah, can't stop those guiding winds, can't stop the Matilda Airlines.
I mean, there's a trade-off, but then again, you can't do anything. And here on out, we do see Ivan again been picked up by Ying as well as Lina. Now, EVO's Holy, it seems that their structures are falling apart by AI. AI able to pick them up. And at this moment right now, as Lord marching in, EVO's Holy, they gotta actually try to shut down Alita as well as Black right at the bottom lane. Fluffy overlooking to Ying as well as Lina. They're trying to actually get a hold of the situation, but the Lord still marches in, denying of the entrance coming in from AI Sport. They're just waiting for the right time. Alida looking for a way, and they do see that the potential of coming in, the Lord pushes in, and Fluffy had to be the one to clear things out, and they're not going to overextend themselves, giving all the leeway that is needed so that Evo Holy has enough space to breathe out. So far right now, AI, discipline-wise, even though they could have actually ended off already by that time, they want more, and they're going to actually have a little bit of short-term break coming in.
Yeah, as they continue to push on towards that mid side, AI Esports, cool, calm, and collected, casually just walk up.
They call out right here instantly into the back line, but will be denied instantly. And it seems that Team AI Esports just try to make sure that EVO's Holy continue on to actually invest all the resources they have so that AI Esports can actually punish them out.
If they're just playing on EVO's Holy's mistakes, then this could be a pretty difficult game. As long as EVO's Holy is playing a little inconsistent with the mechanics and overall decision making, they're getting a lot of value out of Krite. I'll give them that. They've been landing some good hits, but even so, the favor from this Matilda alone just bringing people back up to a healthy state in the game. But for now, we're just waiting for EVO's Holy to start exploring.
Let's see, and here on out, they try to push into Ivan first of all. Will be able to actually get a maneuver or hold out from that side. So far, Team EVO's Holy denying any of the extension or even the invasion coming out from the team of AI Esports. Pulling out straight away, we do see that Ivan will try to pick up Alita, but will be denied instantly by Black.
I'm gonna continue push forward here. The next Lord has already spawned, and they cannot afford to give this away. I mean, AI Esports, they've got one inhibitor on the top side against EVO's Holy on the long lane. All they have to do is have CC just control that side. Oh wait, hold on.
Hold on, they're going in. Ivan of extension will be denied by Alita, but at the same time, right here, they're pushing on all out to the side of a team of Vivos Holy, but doesn't get the connection. Ellen will be denied by Ying immediately, and as we see right now, Team Evos falling down one after the other. But Makis did manage to take things around, but Lina will punish him and getting that double kill in the extension of AI Esports.
They're pushing with their last wave. They block the shots from this Novaria as well to make it real hard. Yeah, it's done for.
It is done for, done deal right here as Team AI Esports gets the first win of this series for themselves. I mean,